welcome back to the shed. I didn't go to Costco today. The missus went alone because I woke up feeling pretty crap. As you can hear my throat, I'm also, God knows what I've bleeding got now, but I was just sitting indoors doing nothing really, feeling sorry for myself, watching the YouTube channel die basically, and I thought, sod it, let's go down the shed and try and do a bit more. There's just a couple of things I want to do, but I had a bit of a shock last night with all the Virgin Media dropouts and God knows what's been going on. I logged into YouTube and all my channels had gone, and I thought, what the hell? And I was just using my normal login, couldn't work out what was wrong, and then proves your mind never shuts off. I woke up at 1 o'clock this morning and thought, hold on. So I got up, I went and tried something, and I got my channels back. So that, anyway, like I mentioned, I've just bought a couple of little blanks down here because I want to make a bigger one of the Eddie, and I found another stencil. That's the only trouble with the small stuff, it's warped already, but hopefully that won't make a difference. I did find, oh, where is it? I did find me bigger. I did find me bigger UV light, me 241. So I'll give the coaster a go with that. And talking about finding stuff, I was looking around, and underneath a workbench, let's get that out of the way, underneath a workbench I found that. Now I must have bought these, what, 7, 8 years ago, if not longer, when I was working, and completely forgot about them. But have a look at these. Harder and Steenback airbrushes. Oh, won't be able to see much now, will you? So the light's gone out. And do you know why the light's gone out? Because I'm a dickhead. One of these days I'm gonna remember that. There we go. Yeah. Harder and Steenback. So I might give the Evolution yeah, there's an Evolution and an Infinity. Not cheap. Mind you, what I was doing, I've always saved, and because we went through a really bad 15 years basically when we were skint and over £30,000 in debt, and that sort of teaches you something. So I always saved a bit when I was working and bought stuff that I thought when I retire I won't be able to afford that, so I'd just buy a load of stuff and I'd sort of forget about it like I did then, and I've just found them, which is well handy because I won't be able to afford them now, and I still save. It's yeah, I get about £100 a month pocket money. If I don't want anything, I don't buy anything, and I save it up. normally in my PayPal account, and that's how I could afford that laser printer that I bought. I got it on PayPal credit, so it's 4 interest-free credits. I got it on a Black Friday sale, which was about, with the honeycomb plate and all the stuff that I bought with it, was about £200 cheaper than it was a couple of weeks beforehand. So I pulled the plug on it then, and paying it off on PayPal credit. So right, that's enough of the waffling. I want to cut a bigger stencil. I want to set the airbrush up and just have a practice on that, see how it comes out. Could come out crap, mind you. It'll probably come out alright on that, and absolute shit when I go to spray it on the jukebox. But and I've also got some LED lights. I know I got a shitload of them when I was with Vine, but I want to see if one of them's got not a music to sound sensor like I said yesterday, a music to light. See, so that's what I'm going to do now, as a matter of fact, whilst it's on my mind. Well, I found a set of LED lights. I'm just hoping they work on the 5 volt. I'm going to try it, but one little tip or thing, if you're working with really small wires like I am on that USB lead, I've just bullet crimped some little crimps on the top, and these it's like you get a little set in a case like that. That's the crimper, and that's all the ferrules that go with it. I think I got that free on Vine, and yeah, they do come in well handy. Should have used it on a lot on that really, but it's really good if you've got small fine wires that you want to clamp down like I do in that. So let's see how this goes. Well, they didn't work on a 5 volt. Oh look, it's picking up. But they do work on 12 volt. And you can see I've got it on the sound mode, so it's responding to sound. Yeah, that seems to be working the way I wanted it to, but that is going to have to be something that I fit in the future, although I really should fit it before I do the artwork, because I've got to split everything to get the cable up through it. But at least I know it works now, and it was the first LED strip that I come across, which is handy. But I want to get some more stencils cut, so I'll park this for a few hours. See, what's the time? Yeah, I might get around to splitting it all down today, and I might not, just looking at how, yeah, in retrospect I should have left the back panel of the bottom half screwed on rather than glued on, so I could have just taken that off and then it would have been a relatively simple job, just to drill a slot through the bottom and another slot up to the power supply. But oh well. Right, I want to get some laser cutting done. I want to try a few other things, but yeah, I wonder how I should run that around the bottom. Single one going around the edge or back and forth. I might run it back and forth, give me more light. Okay, right, let's do some stencils. Well, that was a couple of valuable lessons learnt. Yeah, one, this stencil spray, don't get it on your hands because you stick to bloody everything. Two, I don't know whether it's my airbrushing or because I was using this little portable compressor, basically because I couldn't be asked to get me one down there up and working. And the most important thing, see the state of my hands and everything, don't overfill or don't fill up your cup and then sneeze, because it went everywhere. It took me ages to clean it up, but this is that's the first colour I started off with, and then I thought I should have used a different one. So these are the stencils, and with that Who one I had to put the inlays in, and I just went over them a bit heavier, but I would actually, if I was doing it on the Jukebox, I would put them in and spray it black, the same as what the Jukebox is. But they didn't come out too bad. Spider webbed a bit on that because I got too close, but and that's where I sneezed, and went all down the side of the airbrush, all down the side of the pot. But that, I don't really want the Vault-Tec, I just want the logo, so I'll redesign that. But that is the sum total of what I've been doing. Can you hear that rain? It's absolutely hammering it down because we got that storm, Groitsk or something. But I'm going to call it a day now because it's going to take me a good half hour to pack up and empty and clear up all the mess I've bleeding made. But yeah, hopefully tomorrow I might be able to split that and get the LEDs in. I'm still not sure about spraying this with the stencils. I'll probably cock it up, but then again, in for a penny, in for a pound. I did have a really good idea that I was going to do, or I thought it was a good idea. I've got an old scrapbook that I've had for 40 years, and it's got all my old concert tickets in, going back to the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, and I thought that'd be great. Scan them, print them on vinyl and stick them on the outside. But I can't find the bloody scrapbook, and I've only seen it pretty recently, but I don't know where it is. I said, that's the problem. Over all my years I've accumulated so much stuff, too much stuff, and it's like them airbrushes. Completely forgot about them 7, 8 years ago. I don't know why I bought them. I was probably looking at something at the time the same as all the paints and that. I was going to get into modelling, but that never occurred, and they've just sat there. So I don't know. I need a rethink and a bloody good clear out of all the old shit I've got in here and in the garage. Anyway, so hopefully tomorrow we'll strip that down and get the LED lighting in. I've also got to level that up because I forgot to put the spacer back in on the feet by the looks of it. So yeah, see you tomorrow.